How to start using Wix scheduling. Hey everyone and welcome, I hope you're all doing great. In this video I will show you step by step how it works, how to install it to your site, and also how to use it. So first you will need to open up your Wix website, and then once you're in the actual main dashboard of your site, you can just go ahead and click on edit site and open up your site editor. This is because we will need to go to the app market of Wix and install the actual app. So once it actually loads in, sorry about my voice earlier, we are just going to click on the left side. You should be able to see this main dashboard. And then from there, you simply just want to go ahead and click on add apps, which should be this block over here. So we're just going to click on that. And this is going to open up the app market, like I said. And then from here, you simply just want to go ahead and search for Wix bookings, or you can actually go ahead and see it right away here. Once you actually click on the search bar, it should show you online store, bookings, and such. So if you see it, sure, go for it. If you don't, just go and look up bookings, and this should also take you to the proper app. Now, the app that we are actually looking for is going to be from Wix itself, and it's called Wix Bookings, which is this one right here in front of me. So you simply just want to go ahead and click on it to open it up, and then just click on Add to Site. So here, once you actually open up the app, you can read more about it, like what it actually does offer you and stuff like that. Also, it does include a calendar that you can actually see all the different appointments that you have and such. So right now, we're just going to click on Add to Site, again from the top right corner. And this should just take a few seconds, and it's just going to start installing the app on your store. It's going to start creating pages for you. And it's also going to change some stuff from the main dashboard, which is this one right here. So once we do this, it's actually going to be straightforward from here. If we just go to pages and menu, if we click on that, we should be able to see now something new, a new section which is called bookings pages. This is going to be the different pages that they offer. Book online, which is where people can go to see the services and appointments and stuff like that, and they just want to book it, they go for it. So it's going to be this page right here. Also, there's going to be another page for which is going to just list out the services that you offer. Booking calendar, which is going to be a calendar that shows, the different available dates, and booking form as well. So right now, to get started, we simply just want to save our site from the top right corner. And once it's done, we can just simply exit out of here and go back to the main dashboard, which is this one right here. So from the main dashboard, you simply want to refresh the page. But first, I just noticed, I know it says Wix Studio on the top left, but we're not using Wix Studio as it actually looks like here. So we're just going to be using the default site as you already saw. But anyways, just go and refresh the page, and now we can see in the catalog section, we don't really have anything special here. But if we refresh the page after we have installed the Bookings app, it does make a little bit of a difference. It also adds a calendar for us to use. As you can see, we have booking calendar, and also for the catalog, we have store products and now booking services as well. So for the booking calendar, this is going to be mainly for you and what you have when it comes to appointments that people have already booked. And also you're going to be able to set up the work schedule from this tab as well. So let's just go in and do that first, and then jump into the actual services that we actually offer. So if we just hover over the booking calendar tab, which is new, we can go to the third option, which is work schedule. And if we click on that, this is going to take us to this page, which is going to be in the settings. And we simply just want to go in and adjust our default hours. So in order to do so, you want to click on more actions on the top right. And then you simply just want to click on edit default hours. This is going to take you to the actual settings tab, where you can just go ahead and set it up to your liking. Now ignore the Arabic characters. This one is pretty much AM. This one is PM. So this is what we have right now. It's going to be from Monday till Friday by default. But let's say you want to work from Sunday till Thursday, then you can just go and do this. Again, just self-explanatory, really. So let's say you will also want to add, for example, a second shift. You can feel free to do so by just clicking on the plus icon next to any day that you want to add a double shift in. So for example, Sunday, we can just click on the plus icon, and now we have 2 sets of time periods. And you can even make it 3, 4, it really depends on what you actually need. Now in here, to set up the actual time, you just go and click on that, and you can either write yourself, so delete that, let's just go and do 8 AM, there you go. Or you can just go and select one of the pre-existing ones, and this is going to be how it actually works. So do the same thing for the rest of them and you should be good to go, and you can just go and click on save from the top right corner. And this is going to be your default hours, and people are going to be able to book your services only through these default hours. So now that we have set up our work schedule, we simply just want to start adding your services. So in order to do so, you just want to go to the catalog section, which you should be able to see because you've installed the bookings app. Same goes for the booking calendar. These two you're not going to be able to see unless you actually do have that app or any other app that actually, supports it. So go to catalog, and then from there you simply just want to click on booking services, and this is going to allow you to start adding your own. Now, once you click on booking services, first you can actually go in and set up what these services are for. If you want to search for a pre-built template, you could say, but I just prefer to go from scratch just to show you exactly what you need to add in there. But typically speaking, you're going to be able to see appointments, class types, or even courses, and you can just pick one and use them. Or if you want, you can just click on start from scratch from any, and then this is going to allow you to set it up from zero. So it's going to be very easy and actually simple to set up, so it's not complicated at all. First, you're just going to add a few details about the actual service, like the name of the service, tagline, description, and image. So name is just going to be very obvious. It's pretty much what this service is about. So just go ahead and give it a name. I'm just going to name it Service 1. And then the tagline is more like the highlight of the business. Make it short, yet it's going to really, capture people to actually book this type of service. So just go ahead and do that real quick. It is optional, but I recommend that you do it. And then the description is going to be more in detail of what you actually offer in this service. So just so we can actually see them in the preview, I'm just going to type in here tagline, and also here I'm just going to type in description. Well, let's just go do desk. So after this, we're just going to go to image and add an image which is going to be related to what we actually want to offer when it comes to this service. I'm just going to upload this image right here, which has nothing to do really with any service, but I'm just going to be using it for the sake of this video. Click on add to page, and this is going to be the cover image of the actual service now. Now, scrolling down a little bit, this is going to be more details about the actual times. So the duration of the actual service is going to be how long it actually takes to, do this entire service. So let's say you're going to be doing haircuts. Maybe that's going to take, I'm not sure, 30 minutes, let's say. Maybe less, but yeah, you get the idea. So this is going to be the duration of the actual service. So go ahead and set it up to be whatever you want. You have a few options like 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour, or even custom if you want to. I'm just going to leave it as 1 hour. And then the next thing here we have, which is going to be the buffer time. So the buffer time is going to be the time between each services. So between two bookings, you have free time in between. So for example, if you want to have a 10-minute break between each booking, you can just add this buffer time. So let's say we want a 10 minutes break before we start for the next appointment. This is pretty much what this means. So now that we have this, we can just go and scroll down and go to the price and payment tab. Now I need to note, which I should have probably said earlier, if you're planning to get paid online through Wix, you will need to actually upgrade your Wix website. You can't use the free Wix website in order to get paid online. If you want to set up your payment methods and stuff like that using Wix itself, then you will need to upgrade. But here we can just feel free to continue down with this and talk about the different payment options here that we have for these services. So you can choose whether it's going to be per session or with a plan. So if you have a membership, stuff like that, you can set it up to be like that. But usually you're just going to go for per session, but obviously if you want with a plan one, go for it. But we're just going to discuss the per session one. So let's say you just select per session, and then it's going to be fixed price, which is the default. But if you want it to be free, you can just go ahead and do it from there. If you want it to be a very pricing type of deal, so for example, as the example says here, if it's a child, it's going to be less. If it's an adult, it's going to be more, that type of stuff, or even custom pricing if you want. I'm just going to make it a fixed price, and then you would want to state that price in here. I'm just going to do that because it's available. It's not dollars, don't worry. So Next up, we have the payment preferences, which is going to be at entire amount online or entire amount in person. So this is going to also require the service to be in person, obviously, because you can't really have, payment in person and the services online. They're not going to travel just to pay you. So you choose either that, and then you also have entire amount either online or in person. If still, this means that the client gets to choose. You also have the online deposit and the rest in person. I'm just going to leave it as entire amount online. It's easier this way. And then you will need to just go ahead and set up the location for the actual service. So if it's a physical service and it's requiring a proper location, you simply just go ahead and click on edit, and then this is just going to take you to the settings where you can add your actual location to the service. But if it's an online one, you simply just click on video conferencing and click on add, and then you would want to also add a video conferencing service, much like Zoom, for example. Then you have assigned staff. So if you did add any staff members and you want them to take over for this specific service, you can just go in and add them from this list. And if you're looking to actually create a staff member, then you can just go and click on create new staff member, which is right over here. Which is also going to take you to a different page. Just make sure you save everything that you did right now. So here you also have resources and rooms and stuff like that. So this, some extras that you can add, like the booking policy, the online bookings, booking form, all of these things you can also add from there. Simply click on save once you're done with this, and now you have your first booking service good to go. Now you can obviously feel free to create more if you need to by just going back to this page, which is booking services. Click on add the new service, and it's just going to be available. Now, from the booking calendar, like I said, if anyone did actually book an appointment with you, it's going to always show up in here, and you're going to be able to, see it right away and manage your calendar from here. Now, in order for people to actually book you through your site, let's just go and open up our site real quick. They simply go to the book online page, which you should have. You can feel free to add it to your menu if you want to. And then if you just click on preview, it's going to list out all the different services that you actually offer. We only have this one, so it's only the only one showing. And if they click on book now, then this is just going to allow them to pick an available date. You can actually see the dates where we have Friday and I believe Saturday were off, so you can't really book any of them. And then let's just say Wednesday, you can just go and click on next and pick a date, and then they can just pay, and now you have an appointment. So this is pretty much how it works, but again, remember that you will need to actually upgrade in order to get paid online through the Wix website. So hopefully you found this video to be informative and helpful, and thanks for watching.